Yep, we're ready. We are live. We are all good to go. I think everything is all set up perfectly. Hopefully everybody can hear us. We are good to go. Obviously going to wait for some people to get in here.
What up,
But
folks?
yeah, yeah. It's been a pretty fun laid back Sunday with nothing pretty much happening at all yesterday. So
Yeah.
it's always a good thing.
No, something definitely happened
No,
yesterday.
nothing
It was
happened
a
yesterday.
long night, boy. It was a long night on the West
Absolutely,
Coast.
absolutely nothing happened
Them boys
yesterday.
was
So
partying on the water all night. All nizzy.
it's cool. We'll see him again.
Kicking
I'm
it,
not worried
boy.
about it. We'll
You know
see them
what's
again.
crazy though? No, you will. You'll see him again. What's crazy is that I'm getting really good at this sports analysis thing. I'm getting pretty good at it, right? Because my keys to the game kind of played out. The rushing yards, man, they both were very even in the first half. They were feeling each other out, and in the second half, Oregon flipped it and made OSU one dimensional, and the rest was history.
I like to point out that I also said I was looking at what the pass defense was going to do, and
Mhm.
Denzel
No,
Burke pissed me off. Anyway,
hey, college football report is funny as hell. They put up a piece of burnt toast, literally a piece of burnt toast, and put Denzel Burke's name to it. It's okay, bro. Look, man, you can't go. It's hard to go undefeated through a whole regular season, and then winning a national championship. It's not common that stuff like that happens. So it's
you
hard to
know,
do. What's going
yeah,
on,
I had a
Felix?
I had a lot
Black
of
Warren,
takes
what's good?
about what up, y'all. I had a lot of takes about Denzel Burke, but this is definitely one of them here. Let me see if I can pull this up. All right, this is Denzel Burke.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Denzel Burke all win, basically. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked. Yep, that's you. Anyway, yep. Shout out to Breck Warren. Shout out to Felix, even though he put this BS. Shout out.
appreciate it, chill. We'll work it out. Trying
Yeah, I
to
think we gotta do a little bit to
give you
make that happen.
some reprieve. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to use your
But
shit up.
appreciate
But
you.
yeah, man, that's tough. That is tough. Hey, on a side note, before we get rolling here, there's something that we keep telling each other we gonna not forget to do, and we forgot to do it, but we can fix it now. You know what I'm saying? Before we actually kick off.
We could. We could.
So I'll
If
talk
you,
to the
I was gonna say, if you
folks for a
entertain
minute.
the people.
Yeah, I got it. So first of all, definitely apologize for the late start. I've been on the highways out here in the Midwest trying to get back home. Family was out traveling this weekend, so a little bit of a late start. But in any case, packed show as always. Appreciate you all. Go ahead, smash the like so we can get some more people in here. A lot of stuff to talk about. Dubs and L's wise, behind the cape wise as well. Funny news. A lot of funny news and behind the cape. But yeah, man. How was everybody's weekend? How we doing out there?
I would help you, keep everybody entertained, but I feel
It's
like
all
my
good, man.
keyboard is clicking quite a bit, and so
I'm about to get up here and do a backflip in a minute.
okay, speed.
That's what the people want.
Is
It's
that what they
clearly what
want?
the people want. Yeah. They want me to like set my room on fire with firecrackers or some shit.
Literally, if you want that to happen, let us know in the chat right now. I don't think they want that to happen.
They want the fucking room to burn down or some shit. Or they want my baby mama to break in the room and start yelling at me or some shit,
Yikes.
Or for somebody to come in and put their hands in my food.
Yikes. All right. This should be enough. Roll.
Many home projects getting ready for the winter. I feel that, Brett. For sure. Sure. I keep telling the missus I'm about to go outside and clean up And that just keeps getting kicked down the road. You know what I mean? But what do we want to start off with here, folks? Behind the Cape, W's and L's. What is your flavor today? Josh, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling behind the Cape. We got enough good news, I think. Decent news, I guess. And one story that I really want to discuss because bro is an idiot. I'll just leave it.
Warren said Dubs and Nails. Chillmonger said Behind the Cape. 50-50 split. One more vote. Let us know.
My vote doesn't count. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's precisely what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
Now, if you would have beheaded them ducks last night like y'all was supposed to, then I would have gone ahead and gave you your props. I would have let it ride.
That's messed up. Anyway,
your preferences, or excuse me, your privileges have been revoked.
Because my team lost?
Precisely. No, not just because you lost, right? Because that brings me joy. Because you didn't hold it down for the old guard.
What? That's crazy. Hey, don't be talking about Breck Warren like that. What's wrong with you, Chillmonger? You know what? His vote is revoked.
Let's do Behind the Cape.
I knew you were going to do that. That's why I paused for a second. Like, he's not going to do it. Let's just do Behind the Cape. Let's get out of the way, and then we'll go ahead and do W's and L's, like he said. All right, Behind the Cape. Okay, so we've heard quite a bit about actually these next two projects, and it seems like absolutely nothing is going on with either one of these. Don Cheadle is absolutely clueless about what's going on with Armor Wars, and it just puts me off. Like, we're just not going to get anything from that.
What is dude supposed to say? Like, what is he supposed to bring to y'all about this movie, other than what he's continued to say since its announcement? We'll see. We're still working through things. Like, literally, I don't think the language on Armor Wars has ever changed from the time that it was confirmed to the time that it was rumored to be delayed to the time that it was rumored to have been canceled quietly, all the way until present day. I don't think the communication around it has ever changed. And so I just don't understand sometimes, especially because of Disney's relationships with these trades, why are you sending him out there to answer that question? We know that Disney has the pre-writ up. This is what it's okay to talk about. This is what it's not okay to talk about. Why are you letting him talk about the thing that he absolutely can't talk about, which is the starter stop of Armor Wars? I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe we'll see. We're talking. Thumb up my butt.
We'll see what happens.
Nothing's happening with that movie, right? But he can't come out and say that. So
is it a movie or is it a series now?
That's another good question.
You know what? Yeah, it's like
I don't even know where we were at. Yeah, you're right. It was a movie, and then it was going to be a short series. Mm-hmm. I feel like, again, conventional wisdom tells me this is going to get rolled into somebody else's product. Somebody like Riri Williams or the next Black Panther, or another erroneous black character that has nothing to do with Wakanda just shows up there because we don't have room for him in anything else.
Lump them in with the black community over there, the Wakanda community.
It is just so funny what they have chosen to kick to the wayside. Like, I could have taken some Armor Wars and we could kick Wonder Man. I could have taken some Armor Wars and we can kick Thunderbolts. Yeah. Hey, how about Armor Wars involves the characters of Thunderbolts? Follow me now. Come with me. Involves those characters. We reintroduce Ghost. We reintroduce Red Guardian. We reintroduce a Taskmaster. Right? We give Rhodey, a little bit of power, little spinaz after he's come back from his scroll visit, right? And he gets a chance to lead a covert team, which is the Thunderbolts, eventually. So the first movie's Rhodey's. First one's Rhodey's with those characters, because, again, no one gives a shit about Ghost, Taskmaster, or Red Guardian. And it's going to be hard for them to carry a movie with that ensemble. But if you prime the audience with them in a pseudo team up in a successful film before. Now they start envisioning how these pieces can work together, and maybe they're better as a whole than they were in their own films. Then you come back with Thunderbolts, and it actually means something. Right now, Thunderbolts feels like they're pulling it from way deep. You know?
Yes, facts. One problem though, Rhodey can't lead them because Seinfeld chick is leading them.
Yeah, no, screw that. Like,
she needs her place in the MCU.
Hacking. I guess people are fond of her. I don't know. It is what it is. But
I actually do kind of like her, but like not. I don't care for her in this role.
Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. She's
kind of.
I think she's TV funny.
Yes.
Don't really prefer her in movies.
Yeah.
I don't really prefer her in movies. So yeah, that's the way I would have done, you know, but that's just me, my brain.
Sure.
Stop asking Don Cheadle stupid questions and pent up interviews.
Right. Facts.
Like, what is the point of kiss ass access media if we're not going to set it up so that I don't have to answer stupid questions?
Facts. All right. Speaking of projects we are just not going to get, I think it was last week where we discussed that James Samuel will be directing Blade, the director of The Harder They Fall,
or was in talks to do it. Yeah, he was rumored to be talking to Marvel about it. Again, more funniness. Yeah, and more funniness. Boy got on Twitter and said, "I don't know where this shit coming from, but I'm definitely not directing Blade," which is so embarrassing. Like yeah. I get maybe we make a statement. TMZ reached out, Insider or somebody reached out to confirm, and I just gave a statement. No, I got on Twitter just to be like, I ain't fucking with them niggas over there. I am not. Please don't get my name confused with all of that over there.
I don't want nothing to do with that over there.
It's embarrassing if you're Disney. It's disheartening for Marvel fans because that is a pairing that I think people got a little bit excited about.
Yeah.
So the fact that it doesn't even seem like it was a real thing, is a little disappointing. It's a little disheartening. Like even after hearing the buzz around what people were saying, around that pairing, that they didn't at least like make a phone call, or it doesn't seem like if somebody says, "Hey, I don't know where these rumors are coming from," and he could be full of shit. He could absolutely be full of shit.
He was full of shit when he alleged that Jay-Z stole his shit.
Yeah. Anywho,
his toilet paper.
Yeah, he could be full of shit, but it also sounds like to me that he doesn't know where the hell this is coming from. Yeah. And so at that point, it just sounds like a bumbled rumor.
And he would have no reason to lie about not knowing where this came from, at least seemingly. So
he doesn't have to talk about it at all. He could just let it ride.
Yep. All right. Let's talk about Lanterns. So I think that's another thing that we talked about recently, the fact that there were some rumored castings or some
we were talking about
that people wanted to be casted. And so now it seems official that your boy from Friday Night Lights, Kyle Chandler, is officially Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
And your other boy, Aaron Pierre, is going to be John Stewart. So
yes, he is, man. That is something. That is something. I will say this, right? Because we talked about it a little bit last week about how I feel about the casting, the fact that people were clamoring for it, right? Because that stuff is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And while I think James Gunn full on knew there was going to be some backlash to casting Aaron, I think we gotta kind of come to terms with the fact that there are individuals that run these studios that will legitimately gauge the perception of their product from social media engagement. We just got to get on board with it because that's how they're viewing it. That's the lens they're viewing it through. So if that's the case, let's be a little bit more responsible, I guess, from that perspective.
Yeah.
Now, going forward, obviously, I think there's a lot that Aaron has to offer to John Stewart, the military background, the voice, the demeanor, right? The strength comes off already as a military guy. So There's a lot there. I think balancing off of a older, more seasoned actor, Kyle Chandler has played the mentor, the coach, the father. He's played the old guy in so many different projects. This is going to be a seamless fit, man. So I'm very excited about what is to come in the Lantern series and what's to come of the Lantern Corps as a whole. So now you got Nathan Fillion, you got Aaron Pierre, you got Kyle Chandler. Hey, look, I don't know what his plan is, right, for those three, or how he plans to handle spotlight or whatever. But from my vision, from what I'm seeing right now, where those guys are at in their careers, this seems like this is going to be a tremendous jumping off point for Aaron Pierre. Would have been nice to see someone who looks like Jon Stewart exactly to get that, but we're at where we're at. So congratulations.
A lot of online backlash around that, but he's still a solid actor.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, he's gonna do the work. So in any case, I think that they got something to build on there with that. Maybe a Lanterns Corps movie, something like that. Who knows?
Yeah, who let James Gunn cook?
Well, no, I listen. I gave him lanterns.
James Gunn cook.
I'm giving him lanterns, and it's so easy for Warner Brothers, or any studio for that matter, to win in that regard, because where else are we getting it? Where else are you being fed in that way? Black alpha male character leading a series, bookended by two seasoned white actors to help accent his stardom, his role as the lead. Where else are we getting that? And we care for all three of the actors. I love Kyle Chandler. Love Nathan Fillion. Should have been Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie. That was a crime. Dare you, Universal. And Aaron Pierre is dope. So I think it's gonna be good.
Still would have loved to have seen a Aldous Hodge Hawkman movie. That'd have been great too, but oh well.
Josh, did you watch the Jon Stewart animated film?
I didn't hear what you said. Did you say something?
Josh, did you watch the Jon Stewart animated film?
Yeah, you're like cutting out. It's really weird. I don't know.
Mofly was asking you. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't think he's seen it, Mofly. I did.
Anyway, you just had to throw that out there just to get. Did you?
Yeah. It's on HBO Max, bro.
I didn't.
It's on HBO Max.
I wasn't feeling that. I think you didn't watch it either. Anyway, we also have a rumored Lantern synopsis from @DC Film News. The series will follow new recruit Jon Stewart and Lantern legend Hal Jordan, two intergalactic cops drawn into a dark Earth-based mystery as they investigate a murder in the American heartland.
So John's the new recruit. So I'm guessing whatever the murder that's going on, he's already investigating it. Maybe. Don't make John a cop. I can deal with him being a military guy. Don't make him a cop. Don't make him police.
They get drawn into a dark Earth-based mystery. So maybe as the new
I wonder if they're going to show him being recruited by Hal, or if that's even how it's going to work out in the show.
I would assume. I'm assuming it's based off of nothing, but that maybe he's the new recruit now, and this is like their first case together. Maybe first and last case together.
So just dead drop you in the middle of the situation. Don't like really establish the background of them right away. I like it. I mean, because most people know those characters already, especially John. So I don't think it's necessary, to do the whole origin thing with all three Lanterns. Well, you're not getting it in Superman Legacy. They ain't got time for that. But I just don't think it's necessary to do it right away with this being a series. Like, you're gonna have episodes where you need filler. That's when we can do the history montage of the characters and whatnot. It's not important to do it in the first episode always. It's not to me.
Sure. And yes, so I will get on this just to let you guys know. I will try to check this out. You said it's on HBO Max. I'll check it out.
Mm.
Anyway, all right. On to the greatest story I think I've seen all week. Zachary Levi, who most of us would know as Shazam.
Hey, if Loser Energy was a person, my God.
Zachary Levi felt like Shazam, the role of Shazam, was going to launch him in the stratosphere of being the next Rock or Chris Evans, which is how did you think that?
Fam, it's a character that can't even use his own name. How? Who convinced you? You know what? I know what this is. You know what this is? Zachary Levi just recently came out and endorsed the orange Cheeto. And you know Hollywood is Democrat land. So they just got mad. They got sick of him. He was like, you know what? You was fucking up when you fucking up the strikes too? You was fucking up the strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Now you with Orange 45. We don't like that out here. You're out of here, buddy. So now they're printing anonymous articles about Zachary Levi being bitter that he wasn't a bigger star from Shazam. Now tell me we would have been getting these articles a year ago 2 years ago before Shazam came out.
No,
it was the exact same situation. This movie was not going to save his superhero genre reputation. So it's like, where is this coming from now? It's still hilarious because I believe it.
So hilarious. I believe it too.
But it's just interesting when people are willing to speak out about you.
Yes,
that's always funny.
And agreed. That dude is fucking nuts.
He is nuts.
All right. Are you here for a new Michael Bay and Will Smith collaboration?
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
The name of Fast and
Sir.
Loose.
Yes.
Netflix?
Because apparently Will Smith and Netflix have the good sense that Marvel doesn't.
Yep.
Because I'm telling you, boy, Michael Bay still got one in the chamber. Matter of fact, he come out and tell us every 3 or 4 years that he got one in the chamber with a Bad Boys movie. So I just don't understand. I don't know what Michael Bay did to the rest of Hollywood. Again, it'd be like these big towering figure names for years, and then all of a sudden they don't work anymore, or they're diminished in their role in Hollywood, and then
he blew up.
You don't end up knowing what happened or who they pissed off, or or something even darker than that. Something criminal. So I hope it's none of that, nothing deeper, darker with Michael Bay.
No, he just drove too many 18-wheelers off bridges. It's just too much.
Oh, you mean in his movies? I was like, what did he do?
That'd be crazy.
That would be nuts.
Didn't Bay do Ambulance?
But I feel like Ambulance didn't get the pub it deserved, though.
That's a fact.
I don't think that movie was in the theaters a month. Matter of fact, I watched Ambulance on a flight. I think I watched Ambulance on a flight for a honeymoon.
That's insane.
Didn't that come out in 2022? Check out when Ambulance came out.
2022. It came out April 8th, 2022.
Definitely watched I watched. When did we go on our honeymoon that year? So April it came out. We got married in May. June, July. Should it be on an on-air flight?
By July? No, it
by July?
I guess it's possible.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't think that movie sucked at all. I thought that was decent.
As long as they stay away from Transformers.
Yeah, leave Transformers alone. We don't gotta do no more Transformers. But a Michael Bay Nova series is what the veins need. It's what it needs.
They're already working on Nova, so
no, scrap that shit right now. Call Michael Bay. You need the visuals. I'm telling y'all, man.
Maybe they can get Martin Lawrence involved in this movie since he seems to be interested in joining Fast and Loose.
Very, very interested in Fast and Loose. Retweet and say, "Don't forget about your boy."
Facts. We'll see. Another movie in the works, Ready or Not 2, is officially in the works. Are you excited for that one?
I am excited for Ready or Not 2. I really enjoyed Ready or Not 1. For those who haven't seen or didn't don't remember. That was a minute ago. I think that was like 2020, 2019. What else?
2019.
But chick gets married to a rich guy. Rich guy's family are a bunch of sadists. They're supposed to sacrifice the bride on the night of the wedding. She gets loose. It becomes a game of hide and seek. She wins. But it's good. The movie is good. It gives off like think comedic Purge. Is giving it Purge with a comedic twist. Like
It's
that
a dark comedy film.
Yeah, I'd imagine it has something to do with the family that, she deals with in the first film, whatever's left of that family, trying to, find where she is without
Reestablish.
giving too much away if anyone hasn't seen it. Definitely should go watch Ready or Not 1 if you haven't. It's a perfect movie for the Halloween holiday.
Oh, damn. Speaking of Halloween, Robert Englund, aka Freddy Krueger, says that he can no longer do Freddy, which
is
just
crazy.
felt like the announcement was just, you don't want to hear that in October.
But I only realized that dude has played Freddy in every Freddy movie when he said that.
Yeah.
Like, it only registered to me that it's been the same dude in that suit and those prosthetics the entire time. Like the whole Freddy versus Jason, all the joints in the 80s. So yeah, no, I understand why he can't do the fight scenes anymore. We get it.
He's getting older.
Yeah, we get it. And it also makes sense that, in a time where all of the Halloween franchises are being rebooted, Michael Myers, Halloween, you got Chucky being rebooted, you got all of the newer ones that are coming out now. Terrifier has been doing crazy here over the last decade or so. The Insidious, the Conjurings, all the Omen films and stuff like that. So when all of those Halloween franchises or those horror franchises are popping back off, that Freddy's been so absent.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There have been no new Nightmare on Elm Street films in a long ass time.
Oh, you know what? He didn't do in the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot. He wasn't Robert Englund wasn't Freddy. But
so that must have been the one that was in like 2012,
2010.
Okay. Hey, I'm gay.
Very
just
close.
Just off.
So he hasn't done it since Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, it was Rorschach from Watchmen. Good catch, Brick Warren. I don't know what dude's name is, but I do remember
that. Jack Earl Haley.
There we go.
Is he from Watchmen? I don't know. Oh, yeah, there it is. Rorschach. Yeah. Okay. And then Chaos has been canceled from Netflix.
Yeah, man. A couple weeks ago, we talked about Gerald Perrineu's daughter was on a Netflix show, and the Netflix writers didn't even know that was his daughter, even though he was plastered all over their storyboards while they were putting together the show. That show has been canceled. I watched it. We sat down and watched it. We watched the whole season. Very up and down. Very up and down. There was some weird love angles going on. Some weird consequences playing out in very odd ways. It just, I don't know. I can understand why it was either a hit or a miss for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool for us, but if you weren't rocking with it, I understand, because it was a very much you either like it or you don't kind of show.
Why do I feel like Jeff Goldblum is doing something else anyway?
Jeff Goldblum is always doing something.
That's a fact. I feel like there was something that he was. I don't know. I'll figure it out, I guess.
I'm pretty sure he'll be in the new Jurassic Park. He'll probably play a role in that. That won't be out in 2025.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. Don't quote me, but I'm just assuming.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, nope, that's behind the cape. That's all the topics.
Bet. Let us know what you thought about all of the takes here behind the cape. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Put all those comments in below. Come back every Sunday. We'll be here giving you all of your media news.
Absolutely. Make sure you subscribe. We like to do Behind the Cape once every Thursday at 10 o'clock. Make sure you tune in. All right. Debbie Snells. And guess who's going first this time? You're not getting away with it this time.
I'm good. I'm prepared.
Okay,
I don't know.
cool. All
You
right.
thought that was like a
Sure. Nope.
like you were gonna trip me up or something?
Nope. I just want to make sure you knew. All right.
Anywho.
W's and L's, a weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we like and the L's to the things that we don't. It's on you.
Bet that. All right. Let's start off with I got one RIP. We're gonna RIP Wanda Smith, radio show host in Atlanta. If it's not ringing any bells, she had a back and forth with Cat Williams several years ago that went viral. Not the best reason for her name to go national, I guess, but that had been in the industry for a number of years, obviously has met more celebrities than just Cat Williams, had many interactions that didn't go that way. So not to reduce her career down to that, but
that's probably one of the more notable things.
Things, yeah, that happened. So RIP to her and her family. Condolences there.
For sure.
So on to some happier news, or I guess some happy news in midst of tragedy. I'm giving a dub out to both Cam Ward and DJ Lagway, respective starting quarterbacks for both University of Miami and University of Florida. They are both holding NIL events where they're selling trading cards, like memorabilia cards. 100% of the proceeds is going to the relief for what was the Hurricane
Milton. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. Look at that. Look at somebody 100%. Using their NIL for good reason.
Shout out to them, man. That's huge for sure.
Cam Ward and DJ Lagway. Okay.
When you look at philanthropic organizations like Red Cross or any of the ones that you can think of, Feed the Children, and all the ones that have the commercials on the screen, I would challenge you to find one that's giving 100% of your donation to the actual cause that they're raising for. Oh, Fraternal Order of Police, hang up on them niggas, because they don't see none of the money, and none of that money actually gets back to anybody that they say. That shit is a scam. There's literally a whole doc on HBO Max about that. It's like I think it's like maybe like 6 or 7 episodes. It's nutty. They basically had dudes in call centers, like just normal like internet tech support type stuff, but like raising money for the cops, but weren't official like philanthropies. So they were just businesses that raised money for the cops, and then when the cops came and said something about it and tried to shut them down, they would just pay the police departments.
Okay.
Don't give your money that shit.
Yikes.
But again, like I said, I would challenge you to find a cause, a philanthropy, what am I looking for? A charity. There we go. Mm-hmm. A charity that gives as much as what these young men are given for what is a valuable product. Because again, this is essentially how college athletes made money before NIL, was sports memorabilia, trading cards, jerseys, autographs, stuff like that. And so this could amount to a couple $100,000 in today's age. This is an entire contract with Fanatics that they're essentially offering up for free. So shout out to them, man. Definitely a good cause.
For only $10, that's pretty good. And Samuel Brown is also, I guess, involved as well from Miami.
Shout out to Samuel Brown for sure. Definitely shout out to them, young man.
For sure. I might even donate.
I think he probably will. but let's hope he doesn't belabor the point like I tried not to.
Yikes.
Next dub. I guess we just gonna keep on sports here for a while. I'm giving it out to Cam Newton for getting a full-time gig at ESPN on First Take.
What?
He is going to be
Cam Newton on First Take?
He's going to be a regular on First Take. He's going to be doing segments with Stephen A. Smith. The reason why I gave that a dub is because I feel like that could turn ESPN more towards college football on a regular basis, and then they won't be so dog shit on college football. Maybe that's just wishful thinking, but that's what I hope the residual effect will be. When they add Pat McAfee and they add Cam Newton, they keep adding people to college football apparatus. Maybe they'll be better at it.
That's a hell of a, I guess, not personality clash. It's just two big personalities that just seem funny together.
Oh, they're definitely going to get into it. They're definitely going to get into it for sure.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Yeah, let's get into these L's. So we got to sit down here and have a serious conversation about Kirby Smart, right? Because for 2 years here, and on another channel, House Divided, if you follow college football or sports in general, please head over there and follow us. But also here, we've talked about how the football program in Georgia is kind of in disarray in terms of having control. Multiple DUIs, there's been multiple deaths, speeding accidents, speeding tickets, right? And this is coming from coaches, players, all up and down through the program. This week, Smart had to suspend one of his wide receivers indefinitely for some arrest that he had the weekend prior. In this game coming up, and stick with me on the sports stuff, y'all. I know this is not sport. I promise you the take is more than sports. This Saturday, in a close game with Mississippi State, which is crazy enough to say. Which is crazy enough to say as it is. Quarterback for Mississippi State, Michael Van Buren, runs out of bounds. And as he's jogging back on the field, a shadowy, thuggish figure comes from out of nowhere and cheap shots him in the back. Right? And that shadowy, thuggish figure was none other than the head coach of the Georgia football program.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, all last year, we sat up here and we raved and we ranted about Michigan and how terrible the culture was. They're a culture of cheaters and all this other stuff. And y'all allowed these networks to run that stuff to y'all and feed it to you like they did Russia stealing our elections 8 years ago, right? Ate it up the same way. There's a coach for a college football program that is allowing his players to drive drunk, to speed, to evade police, to even die.
Yeah.
To die. Does the same with his coaches. And now it seems that the culture has slipped so bad there in Athens that the head coach is putting his hands on a player. First of all, do y'all understand that's what lost Woody Hayes his career? That's what cost him his job at Ohio State. Kirby Smart assaulted a player for no apparent reason. Just lost his shit.
No reason, yeah.
Just lost his shit. And that's on top of everything that everybody's been keeping quiet for him. The fact that ESPN hasn't already put together a dossier on the Georgia football program lets you know everything you need to know about money in college football. Tells you everything you need to know about money in college football.
He literally went out of his way to push the kid too.
To go like, honey, it wasn't a mistake. He didn't hit you. You ran over to him and socked him. Like,
yeah, it was so unnecessary.
It was crazy to see. And to see that they didn't throw a flag, they didn't reprimand him. Nobody did or said anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, crazy. First of all, if that's my kid, I'm coming out the stands. I'm coming out of the stands.
Only one of the biggest egregious things I've seen this Saturday. Trayshawn Holden. What a loser.
Hey, I didn't even see that. Like, in the course of it happening in the game, I didn't really see that happen. But yeah, no, I didn't care for it. I didn't even understand why he did it. It was really dumb. It was really dumb.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Let's head to the bookmarks for this one. There is a post by NBA Sentinel. I'm giving my next L out to Draymond Green. Yeah, my boy Draymond. As I'm a big Draymond fan.
You are.
He has to hold an L for this one, and he often catches L's from me in relation to LeBron. It's not because LeBron is doing something. It's usually because he's doing something that's embarrassing at the behest or too big up or it's just weird energy. But this is disgusting. Like there isn't a pause big enough for this energy. This is a post from Draymond Green talking about LeBron's new Hennessy, saying, and I quote, "Ending the day with the king inside me. Dog, take a lap around the freeway." What is this? What is this?
Oh my God. Bro, I swear to God, when you said you were giving him an L and I saw it was LeBron, I was like, oh man, come on. But then you said pause at the same time that I saw this Cameron pause, and then I read it again and lost my shit.
Fam, ending my day with the king inside me.
Hey, yo.
Get this man, lock him up.
Man.
Put him in the horny hospital. What is this?
That is crazy.
Like, what in the hell? King inside me is nasty.
Nasty work. No, don't you have people to overview the things that you put on social media?
Damn.
Nobody's like, damn, this is mad pause.
And he's clearly sipping, right? So he drunk. Now he's just speaking sober thoughts. This is on the brain. This is just off the cuff.
Yo.
This is just off the dome. Like, yeah, man, got that king inside me. Yo.
That is crazy. Yo.
Draymond Green, my brother in Christ, please get it together.
That's terrible.
Get it all the way together.
I did like the advertisement though that LeBron did, where basically he makes this huge lie, like everybody kind of calls him out on. I don't know if you saw that. But
I didn't see it. Yeah. See if you can find it and pull it up. We'll watch it.
Let's see.
But I guess that is actually hilarious that he makes marketing around telling a lie. Because that nigga just be making shit up.
Lying like a mother.
He just be making shit up. Yeah, my favorite movie is The Godfather. What's your favorite line? It's just so many of them. I can't even,
Now that you mentioned that, I gotta find the other clip too. But I got the let's see. There we go.
The 1765.
Probably.
I'm chilling with Rashard Hennessy. I mean, I call him Rich, but don't tell him that. He gives me this idea about starting a whiskey brand in Ireland somewhere. I'm like, Rich, you know what would be crazy? I think you need to do cognac. And instead of Ireland, you need to go to France. I mean, just like that. That's how Hennessy got started.
Facts.
This is genius.
Facts.
This is
and then he just walks off.
Genius.
Cheers.
Hey, listen. Oh, this is genius. Bro, this is why this man owns NBA media. This is why he owns NBA media.
Yep.
I'm telling you, come down this rabbit hole with me real quick. Or wait, let's watch the next 15 seconds. Oh,
it's a goat.
Okay. Well, anywho, yeah, come down this rabbit hole with me.
All right.
So LeBron James has been caught numerous times actually just making shit up. Like actually just making shit up. You know what we should do? You should take 2 tracks off, hold that back, come back a month later, release the deluxe album.
Oh my God. He created the deluxe edition album.
He created the deluxe edition, right? Or Godfather, or the Liverpool shit. Oh yeah, I always watch Liverpool. Yeah, I was getting ready to say the Malcolm X
This
shit. The
is
Malcolm X book.
egregious.
Alex Haley. I don't know how far you are into
This is
the
the
book, but
worst.
what's your biggest takeaway so far?
I kind of just started a couple days ago, but I've read and a lot of notes over the years. This is my first time actually reading it from start to finish.
Thank you.
But just a very very smart man. Very smart man.
Very smart man. This is a very smart man.
Oh,
You didn't read the book.
God. Fam. Not that Malcolm X wasn't a smart man, obviously, right? But like
So
the
complex.
introduction in that, like, bruh, he was a pimp. You know what I'm saying? He was a
You
pimp.
know what I mean?
He found religion in prison.
Didn't mention Detroit Red or nothing.
Like all of that, it's just one of them things. Like, if somebody were to tell you the life and times of Stevie Wonder, they wouldn't be like, man, damn, hell of an athlete. Goddamn. Even if it was true, it's just not where you start if you've actually done the homework. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, back to the rabbit hole. So we've obviously seen him get caught up in a lie before. White petty lies, but we've caught him in them. So his way of kind of silencing that or putting it in its proper perspective or in its place is just playing into it directly in the marketing. So now the next time somebody brings up LeBron lying about something, it's going to be humorous. We're not going to be looking at him as a deceptive person. We're going to be looking at it as something as a quirk. You know what I mean? It will be more acceptable morally. It will be by the masses. It's genius.
Yeah.
It is absolute chef's kiss. Now, tell me why Disney can't do that with the Acolyte. I guess I'm piggybacking off of a conversation from the Pantheon that we had. We got tied up into this thing where it was like, does Star Wars have a responsibility to guard Jodie Turner from racism? I said, what they should do is market better. If you've got 5 racists in a corner yelling loud racist things, bring everybody's attention over here, and then no longer are we worried about the 5 racists in the corner doing their thing. Let them talk.
Makes sense.
Besides trying to make official statements or get accounts canceled or copyright stricken, because that is not first of all, it's not effective. Second of all, that is a stick that'll swing back to somebody that you like faster than you believe. Why would you ever give a multi-billion-dollar corporation free speech filters or free speech passes for any reason? Market better. Sell the shit. They need to go to LeBron. Lucasfilm need to call LeBron. Him and Rich Paul need to get in there and turn that shit around.
Maybe they can make a Space Jam Star Wars collaboration.
What is his production company called? What is it? Is it Bron? Bron need to buy Lucasfilm. Let's put that into work. Bron needs to buy Lucasfilm. Let's put that for it. Spring Hill Productions. Spring Hill Productions. Yeah. Go buy Lucasfilm. You want to be a big dog, LeBron? Go do that. This whole basketball thing, you know, let's get into buying film studios that are struggling.
Damn.
Have bad marketing. And you know what's going to happen? In that case, you know what would happen? Jodie Turner would still be a black actress in Hollywood that racist online would still find a way to hate on.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
That was kind of my point. But damn, where did we leave off on this? What were we even talking about?
The Hennessy,
the LeBron. Oh, Draymond Green. Holy hell. Nasty work.
Yes.
I got one more football related L. LSU is getting an L from me.
Okay.
I think you can probably pull that one up for me as well. There was a player who received some medical attention, some surgery, and some post-surgery rehab from the University of LSU, Louisiana State. And apparently he can't walk.
I think I
Like,
seen something
months
about that, but
after
I
his
didn't look
surgery.
into it. Boom.
There we go. Former LSU team captain, Jesus, Greg
That's
Brooks
even
is
crazier.
suing LSU. Its affiliated medical center. He claims a surgeon left him permanently disabled. Brooks still can't walk a year after surgery to remove a brain tumor. Yikes.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yikes.
And he's going to get a huge payday because you have now
Why are
ruined
we
my
going?
life.
I only have one question here, because definitely go get your money. Why are we going to the team doctor for a brain tumor?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, we trust LSU that much? I guess in the state of Louisiana, LSU is probably the best it gets in terms of medical. I mean, somebody else correct me. I'm not from Louisiana, so if there's something better than LSU, let me know. But I know if we were here in Columbus, it probably, well, no, it would be Riverside. It'd be either Riverside or OSU, I guess.
It'd be
Riverside. It'd be Riverside.
something
Like that. But the colleges usually have some of the best resources in terms of the medical facilities. So I don't know if I would. I don't know if that's my first choice. I'm probably gonna get a couple opinions than just like my regular sports doctor.
Yeah, I don't know. First thing that came up when I typed in Louisiana hospital is one of them was LSU. So
Okay, well, moving on from that. Hope it all works out. Definitely. I mean, that I can only imagine you getting told all those promises by a school and all that, and then that happening to your son.
fam, I could have gone to the NFL and now I can't walk.
Now I can't walk. Yeah, that's crazy. Or I could have got this medical attention from someone else.
Yeah.
Kendrick Perkins, get my next L. KP.
Yeah, you gotta explain this to me because I saw a little bit about this, but this is
Go
crazy.
ahead, pull it up. So apparently, Kendrick Perkins has, honestly, how it reads, it's the same kind of setup that Michael Rubin has at Fanatics.
Without a product.
Without a product. So basically, we just read it. Kendrick Perkins has co-founded a company called Nilly, offering college athletes upfront cash in exchange for a portion of their NIL earnings. While Perkins says it's meant to provide financial security, critics warn it could be exploitive, comparing the deals to high interest loans. So
It's NIL payday loans.
Go ahead and give you this cash, and then when you start making your NIL money, then you could pay me back with interest. Okay. Definitely sounds like payola, but let's look further. Who are you going to be giving this to? Right? Who are you offering this to? You're obviously not giving this, like Arch Manning's not taking this.
Yes.
DJ Lagway's not taking this.
Mm-hmm.
Nico Maliava is not taking this. Those guys are getting, they're getting big paydays early, and they're going to play. So it's all love, right?
Nico got it before he even stepped foot on campus.
You're giving this to guys who may or may not ever hit that NIL evaluation. You're giving this to guys who come into college with low NIL evaluations, who don't have the deals with the sponsors or the collective setup, and need to find the cash otherwise, right? They need to find it in another place. So you're going to give them the cash up front and then tax them like the payday loan places have done in Black communities all over America for the last 3-4 decades. Right. So like you run it back to me, KP. You let me know how you're not just trying to steal money from Black kids.
I was about to say this is going to disproportionately affect Black student athletes.
Literally, like just stealing money from Black kids, or making it so that you have NFL players on your payroll for an extended period of time, just like Michael Rubin. Didn't we just go through this?
This is crazy. Perk, what are you thinking? I don't get it. Well, I get it. It's greedy as fuck.
It's greedy.
That's what I
just greedy as hell. Trying to spend that ESPN money wisely. All right. 2 more. Oh yeah. Crazy TikTok time, people. Crazy TikTok time. Yep. It's about 3/4 down. I think this white guy. Listen to this stuff here. So We got a young man who wanted to do something good.
I'm
He
assuming
wanted to
this
help.
one. Can you see it at the bottom?
He wanted to help. Hold on, let me see. He wanted to help an old lady have a baby.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, wanted to help an old lady have a baby, and yeah, I'm just letting him take it away. He just wanted to help an old lady have a baby. Sounds like a nice thing, right?
Story of me agreeing to get. This is the story of me agreeing to get an older woman pregnant and then her trying to ruin my life. When I was 23, I had a one-night stand with a girl from my hometown named Maria. We both knew it was nothing more than that, and we didn't speak after. Several months later, I received a text from her saying that she hadn't been lucky in love and she wanted a baby before it was too late. So she asked if I would get her pregnant and I wouldn't have to bear any responsibility, like a sperm donor. I considered it, and I first thought no, but after
Like a manual sperm donor.
about it, I thought it'd be the right thing to do for someone.
Yeah, like why wouldn't you just go through the? Okay, I guess he's going to tell us. Let me just
struggling.
Play it.
So we filled out an ironclad agreement, and basically I wouldn't be responsible at all. A while later, she told me she was ovulating, and then a few weeks after that, she told me she was pregnant, and it had worked. I went back to California for work, and we didn't speak after that. Unbeknownst to me, she contacted my family behind my back, invited them to the baby shower. They then began getting dinner or whatever regularly, and as she got to know my parents started encouraging me to be in the baby's life. And once I found out it was a little girl, I thought it was the right thing to do.
Bam!
I
No.
came home to be there for the birth, and I got a tattoo of our daughter's middle name before she was born.
Okay, I'm sorry. Why did his parents convince him to? Okay, never mind.
Goofball
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, sure.
Daughter was born, Maria wanted us to be together and be a family. And when I said I didn't want to do that, she wouldn't let me see my daughter. My main source of income at the time was the Airbnb that I owned. And she said this a few months after she was born. I felt bad, so I let her move in for several months, rent-free. Once she moved out, she told me this: I've never done anything to warrant supervised visits, but I agreed to keep the peace. I would come home as often as I could to see our daughter, and things were usually okay when I was there. These are all from her Facebook. One Halloween, I didn't want to wear matching costumes with Maria, so she wouldn't let me see my daughter for a while. And when our daughter was being baptized, I drove a 14-hour round trip from Nashville to attend. And because I didn't want to see Maria the night before, she didn't allow me to come to the baptism at all. Soon after this, she served me with child support, saying that our original contract wasn't valid because our daughter didn't have a social security number yet. And I didn't fight her on it. I didn't have the time. I was living away. I ended up paying her $10,000 up front.
Okay,
He got tricked.
Right about here is where I lost it. Like, I'm like, all right, he's the nice guy. He's soft. He ain't got no backbone. So she just kind of walking all over him. Yeah. When he said he didn't fight the child support and he gave her $10,000, I said, "Oh, you're a goofy. That's why she chose you.
No,
that's why she chose you. Yeah, because you're a cornball.
You're a mark.
yeah, you're a cornball.
10,000. Okay,
and $750 a month. I was able to move home soon after that, and I began seeing our daughter regularly. Everything was going really well until
she snatched her up again.
Even though she had a boyfriend who was regularly around our daughter, she said that my girlfriend couldn't be around our daughter. I was able to get our daughter for an afternoon, and Maria asked what I was doing. I told her that I was with my girlfriend, and we were at Lowe's together. She freaked out. I said I'd bring her daughter back to her as soon as we were done, but instead Maria drove to Lowe's. Apparently called my dad and was running up and down the aisle screaming. I don't know what actually happened, but she was freaking out, just blowing up my phone, thinking she was in danger. And keep in mind, my girlfriend is a mom as well as a nurse. Our daughter was never in any danger. When I offered Maria and my girlfriend to get to know each other so they'd be comfortable, with my daughter being around, she immediately said no and called my girlfriend a word that rhymes with chore and refused to get to know her. Maria then made a public post saying that I was a deadbeat dad and that I hadn't seen our daughter in weeks.
Of course you
Here I
did.
am with our daughter just a few days prior to this post. I also left my best friend's bachelor party a day early so I could be home for Father's Day, and she still wouldn't allow me to see her.
Oh
None
my
of that matters, Goofy.
God.
You don't have a backbone.
She had her friends comment mean things on my girlfriend's social media multiple times, even though my girlfriend has never been anything but nice to Maria. Because Maria tends to do this, I want to make sure that she doesn't twist the story and make it seem like I abandoned our daughter. I recently found out that our daughter isn't mine. I don't know
Hey,
who that
yo.
is, but I've had 2 paternity tests done. And they
Fam,
both said
could
it
you
is.
imagine?
No,
I believe
no.
Maria.
Fuck that. No.
Like, could you
no.
imagine? Could you just for a second, just for a minute, could you imagine
Fuck
the
that
rage,
shit.
the pure
I'm looking-
rage? Like, dog, are you kidding me? The gaslighting about the girlfriend, the yeah, no, we can do this unofficially, and you don't gotta be into nothing, you don't gotta do nothing, and then but like holding you to a T on the door, and then it ain't even my
Fam, the
Ooh.
bread. The
we
bread. You contacted my family. Maybe my family gave you bread. Oh my God, bro. Fuck that shit. We need a manosphere. This is why we need a manosphere. Where is Fresh and Fit right now?
oh my goodness.
That's crazy. Is there more? Or is that basically it?
No, keep going. No, there's more.
Oh shit.
Maria when she told me that I was the only possible father. The situation was weird, but I was always happy to be a dad. I knew that Maria already knew she was pregnant. She had to have when she asked me to get her pregnant. I didn't think that was something that someone would lie about to another human being. Not only to me, but my entire family as well. Everybody's distraught about this. Maria, I allowed you to paint me as the villain and you as the victim for years to keep peace, but I hope you know that the only victim here is your child.
Are you a victim?
In your
fam?
pockets.
You are a victim. That she bent you over with no
She got
lube.
you good.
Yeah, no. You a
Scammer of the
victim, fam.
year. Scammer.
Oh
extraordinaire.
my God.
Crazy. No fucking shot.
Crazy. No
Oh
morals
my
at all.
God.
Don't give a fuck.
It stalled a little bit there for a couple minutes, but I'm glad I stuck in there because that was crazy.
I want to sneak in some time here for MoFly's comment about Barack Obama giving us a stern talking to.
Oh, you got it.
I know you're not going to forget giving Obama an L, but salute to Ohio Senator Nina Turner from my mother's backyard there in Cleveland, defending black man. Let me tell Barack Hussein something, fam. Go back to your bunker with your Democratic elite of people who don't look like us, don't got none of our problems going on. You told us, just like Kamala told us, there's no way that you could ever do anything for us, specifically for us. And, you know, it is what it is. Drone president yourself back on over there. You have no validity over here, man. You can't come back over here and speak with reverence. You stand up at the DNC and speak that shit, okay? You go to Good Morning America and you stay national with that, okay? Don't come back over here trying to my brother me. My brother, no, go on about your business, family. Okay? We're gonna vote the way we want to vote. I hope that most of my demographic don't go another way, but it is what it is, because at this point I only could blame Democrats for blowing the most loyal voting base that there is in America. It's kind of how like we kind of do this thing with the media companies, right? If they fail, somehow it's the consumer's fault. They're too racist. They're too misogynistic. Any number of criticisms that isn't, hey, we did not provide the product that they wanted. We weren't successful at selling the product. All right. So with Obama and his cohorts, if you are losing support amongst black men, it's probably because you didn't serve them. It's just as simple as that. But yeah, like Mo Fly said, shout out to Nina Turner, man. Always a fighter. If I could have voted for her in her race versus Chantel Brown, I would have. I got one last L. Giving an L out to Pierce Morgan for also getting bent over on national TV. So Pierce Morgan stepped out of his frame and had an internet sensation conspiracy theory lady on in Jaguar Wright. Now, some of what Jaguar Wright has said has come to pass. Some of what Jaguar Wright has prophesized about has actually come true. There's also been a lot of shit that has looked absolutely crazy and was legitimately untrue that she said. Just this week, we saw Free come out and talk about the supposed love child that she had with Jay-Z. And she's proclaiming pretty sternly and affirmatively that she doesn't have any biological children. I mean, I don't know. I guess she could be lying about having one and maybe the child's no longer around. That's morbid as hell, but I don't know. But it seems like she says it's complete horseshit. Plus, we know her confirming that the sex tape audio with Meek and Diddy. Oh, yeah, that was it. No. Gay porn scene. No, it took a little bit of Twitter investigating to find it. Wasn't at all what you said it was.
You did the investigating?
No, I didn't do the investigating. Somebody else did the investigating. I didn't see the scene. Why? I don't know why the fuck you're tying me up into this. I don't know why you just did that to me. But they found, yes, it was a Twitter thread where they found out that no, they matched the audio. Any case, so she's kind of flying by the seat of her pants. Now she finally gets an opportunity to go, shit, Pierce Morgan is international. That the platform that Pierce Morgan is on right now is owned by Rupert Murdoch. So there is no more further reach or legitimacy that you can have than that.
Yeah.
She goes on there. She talks about the Diddy stuff. She actually keeps it pretty tight. She keeps it pretty tight until right at the end. She just thinks she gonna toss another grenade in there and be like, and Jay-Z and Beyonce are next. They're terrible people. I have victims ready to come forward. I know 3 of them already right now. Okay. Well, 24 hours later, here's what we got from Pierce Morgan.
Yikes. Damn it.
During that interview. Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay-Z and Beyonce. Well, Jaguar Wright...
Fam. Like I meant to add the sound effects because that's what was going on right there.
Yikes.
I have not seen, like, how many times do you see these reporters come out and print retractions like that? Like,
never.
Unequivocally, it was false, and I shouldn't have allowed her to do it. I apologize, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Holy shit. I ain't, man. People don't, first of all, black people don't get they just do like that. But people don't get the apology is never as loud as the disrespect.
Right.
Ever. This was a mighty swing. And then effectively what they did is they've kind of nullified her. They didn't have to sue her. They just had to wait for her to say. Go ahead.
Who wants to touch that now?
Yeah,
who wants to be embarrassed on public TV like that?
Exactly. Nobody wants the Carter family cease and desist. So no, thank you, Jaguar. We're just not going to go ahead and do that.
Simple.
At all. Yeah. Him and Magic Johnson. Yes, they can both have several seats. Absolutely. Do it for the hospitals in Gaza because, Pierce Morgan regularly peddles Israeli propaganda filth.
And just general racism from time to time.
General racism, yes. What we got here, Mo Fly? Marvel Comics Comics has officially get the fuck out of the way. Marvel Comics has officially unveiled its new Hawkeye, Carly Ramsey, a Native American who identifies as non-binary and two-spirit.
So are there two? Is it two characters?
It's two people. Like the what's the name on Gen V?
Oh,
Yeah, the person on Gen V.
okay. Oh no. They unveiled this new Hawkeye, Charlie Ramsey, and then a Native American who identifies as binary. Oh no, I read that wrong. Nope, I don't know.
Yeah, no, Charlie
Oh.
Ramsey is a Native American who identifies as non-binary and two-spirit.
But then it looks like Two Spirit is also. I don't know. Is it two different people or is it? I don't know.
Interesting. I mean, they have 3 Hawkeyes now. So we got Kate, Kurt, and Charlie. How many Hawkeyes do we need?
As many as we can get.
Oh, it's in the Ultimates. It's in Jonathan Hickman's thing that he got going on right now. Gotcha. Okay, I have to take a look. That's it for me though. That's it for the list.
Cool. Two Spirit is the term natives use for gay folks.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's start off with my dubs. I got 2 quick dubs that won't take long at all. First dub is going to Isaiah Rashad. Apparently, he might be dropping an album later this year. Sounds like he's pretty proud of, obviously, the subject matter and then also the production. I think this is going to be one that's probably going to take a sharp turn from his last album, seeing as he's probably going to discuss some things, but it's up to him. I don't care. I just want new music.
I don't want to see him run from it.
Agreed.
Right? There's obviously a elephant in the room. Get it out the way. If not this album, niggas just gonna be waiting on it forever. So
Sure. And it seemed like he was at least comfortable enough to address it in an interview with Joe Budden. Didn't think I'd be saying that name again today, but it seemed like he felt good enough to talk about an interview with him. So
very small fry. You know, he said he don't want to come over here and bully us, so don't make him bully us, apparently.
right, facts. All right, my second and last dub goes to, well, actually, no, I got a couple of dubs to give into this. So I'm giving a dub to Lord Jamar, and I'm giving 2 dubs to Godfrey. Apparently, both of them are completely done with doing Vlad interviews. Just the shitty person that Vlad has been throughout the years, they felt like they have tried to help him kind of gain favor in public, and he wouldn't apologize to Minister Farrakhan and some other people, and they're just kind of done with his shit. They're kind of done helping him in any kind of way. So big
All
up
right,
to
now
them.
somebody grab Boozy on their way out.
Facts. There's still some people.
Um,
Boosie,
Rat-
Tony Yayo.
TK, my boy TK Kirkland.
I'm giving an extra dub to Godfrey because he does a really good DJ Vlad impression. It's kind of crazy. I
He's
was
a
like,
good impressionist. He is.
He is. Like basically he pretended to be Vlad during an interview or as he's talking to Lord Jamar. And I was like, damn, that kind of like Vlad. Holy shit. All right. On to my L's. Oh, there's just so many different L's that I have to give, bro. But let's start off with the fact that Kanye West is getting a divorce from Bianca Censori. How you feel about that?
Hallelujah.
Oh, you're happy about it. You're dumb happy about it.
That shit was awkward, bro. I'm glad that shit is over.
It's pretty awkward. That's
It's
a
just
fact.
very weird. Like he's always had a very weird kind of relationship with whoever he's with in terms of how they dress and how they move in public. But like this one was extra weird. It was getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, no facts. Before I get into the L, Tony Robinson comment, Vlad looks like uncooked cornbread. Is crazy. Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. Things were getting a little bit weird with his wife. And so they're getting a divorce. But what I find really, really weird is, okay, obviously that just recently came out, but now there's all these other things that are coming out about Kanye, namely the host of the Pillow Talk podcast, where bro has more conversations with Prawn Stars than Adam 22, goes on air and tells people that how often Kanye basically orders these women off of this podcast, like a mail order bride situation. Like basically they go onto his podcast and then he asks the podcast host, like, give me her information so that I can hit her up and then apparently do whatever with them.
I believe about half of it, but it sounds consensual, so it's not really any of my business. I also don't think that he would do that and allow you to speak about it, like meaning off of an NDA. So she's either full of shit or she's fucking up her situation.
What's a he?
Oh,
the guy's
well,
he's a guy.
Either he's fucking up his situation or he's full of shit.
He says he didn't have to sign an NDA, so he's perfectly fine with saying that on his podcast.
Okay, well then he's full of shit.
That's this is what he said.
Yeah.
And then some other Prawn star came out with some DMs of allegedly they're fake after kind of researching a little bit more. But it seems like bro might be having his own consensual freak offs, if you will. But I don't want to take that.
Everybody in there of age and didn't get coerced or convinced to do it for some sort of job. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit. I don't care. I halfway don't give a shit about what everybody's focused on in the Diddy stuff. All right. Like, oh, he put drugs in the baby oil. Was he selling it? Was he trafficking it? You know what I mean? Did he put it on people who didn't want it? Like unwittingly getting drunk, getting high and drunk. Y'all just worried about the most salacious shit. Ooh, who he fuck? Who he had sex with? I don't care who he had consensual sex with. Who did he rape? Who did he assault? Right? Who did he unwittingly, unwillingly drug? That is the type of shit that ultimately matters, not who he has sex with.
Okay. Well, let's get into it. So that's not all the allegations that have happened this week. Apparently, his former assistant has amended her lawsuit against him to include several new claims, including a studio session where she was allegedly drugged and sexually assaulted by Kanye. This studio session also allegedly included Diddy, but Diddy was said to not have any involvement. Apparently, and again, allegedly, Kanye told her that they hooked up, and she told him that he had no memory, to which he laughed and replied, "Women love to say that they don't remember," according to her lawsuit. I don't know how much of that is true. Obviously, it's alleged, but
yeah,
she's adding things to her claim.
And again, we have no clue. I have no clue.
We don't.
I don't run with Kanye. I have no idea. It's not lost on me that she's amending a part of this lawsuit to include an individual who wasn't directly involved, but is the biggest name in the American criminal justice system at the moment.
She's clearly trying to tie him to that situation.
Like, about a sexual assault claim that seemingly didn't exist before Diddy got indicted. And now again, I don't know
situations.
Yeah, like I don't know. But like, again, you were already suing Kanye and this shit wasn't on there. And this is, maybe we can look up the lawsuit, but it sounds like this is probably the most damning thing in the lawsuit. How did we get here without this? Matter of fact, how are we here and not at the police station?
I may be wrong, but at first it seemed like it was more of a work environment issue, and now it's becoming.
Now all of a sudden it's he drugged and raped me with Diddy, and I just remembered it, so I have to add it to the lawsuit. Again, I don't know Kanye. He could have been on a bender. It could have been on one of them nights, but I'm just playing it out the way that it played out.
Yeah, if you're a black celebrity, stop doing weird shit. Just stop doing weird shit and make sure you get certain things taken care of legally. I guess that's all I can say. Anyway, I really don't even want to talk about the other things that I have on this list, including R. Kelly's daughter's allegations.
Yeah.
Apparently, she's accusing that he sexually abused her as a child. Yeah. I'm throwing that out there now so that I can get on to the rest of the L's. All right. I'm giving the L to Elon Musk. Because fuck Elon Musk. He's a fucking idiot. Apparently, he hasn't seen iRobot. Because all this shit that he just did this whole presentation for is about him wanting to take over the world. That's how I see it. Right? He's introducing this cyber car and
The
telling
taxis,
people, or cyber cab. And then he said some dumb shit like,
you're an
Uber
absolute
drivers-
dipshit if you get inside of that thing. You
That's
are a fucking orange traffic cone on the side of the road if you get inside one of those things.
But the worst part that I saw is that he's sitting there trying to explain how Uber drivers can own a fleet of cyber cabs, but he's saying that they're going to cost like $20,000 to $30,000. Elon, do you understand how hard it is for people to save up to $1,000?
He said we could own a fleet of them.
A fleet.
Fam, I could
of
literally
20.
own 3 cars and have 3 of my friends drive them for Uber if that were possible. What economy are you living in?
Thank you. Fucking idiot. And then he goes over and starts talking about he called it the Robovan. He started pronouncing Robovan as Robovan, like it's going to fucking take off or some shit. And then obviously the robots came out, and I'm just like, for fuck's sake, nobody has seen iRobot.
But listen, though, so like the movements of the robots is fine. I think they're going to have very specific, at least at the part or the stage that they are right now, very specific, very guided tasks to do. But while they're sitting up there talking to it, I'm like, yo, this shit has the same capabilities as my Alexa or my Siri. Like, this is technology that has been around for the last 15 years. This is not impressive. I think people are very enamored by Elon Musk because he postures like this Tony Stark like figure in real life. But like, he continues like time after time after time to underwhelm with his innovations that ultimately need top tier marketing from celebrities or some sort of other spin for its practical application to sell. Same thing happened with the Tesla, the first couple miles of the Tesla, the Cybertruck. It will be the same thing with these fuck ass robots because they're not impressive. They're not intuitive. They're not, I don't think they're self-learning. We better hope they're not self-learning. You better hope nothing that Elon Musk created is self-learning. Okay.
You want to know what's crazy?
What's that?
So apparently, and I'm sure you've probably seen the clips already of the robots talking back to certain people. And
yes, yeah.
And you might have even seen them bartending as well.
I did see the bartending one. Yeah. Yep.
Apparently, they're nothing more than $20,000 to $30,000 puppets that are being voiced by actual.
They're on. It's just like on a rotation. So they have like 6 or 7 movements to make the drinks. Right. If you walk in there and you mix up the damn drinks and you be like, yeah, let me get a Crown Apple and cranberry. You just gonna put 2 things together, shake that mug up and hand it back to you.
No, I think it's really like Wizard of Oz. Like there's somebody behind the curtain actually doing what they're trying to do. And they're like actually puppeteering the robot to do it in front of people.
The cyber taxis, right? Okay, so this is an unmanned vehicle that's supposed to take me from point A to point B. So I'm assuming these can only be used within like short city limit distances, right? We can't get on the freeway with this because there's no way I'm going to travel at miles per hour anywhere from 50 to 75 to 80 unmanned, completely unmanned, unpowered. Off of what? What is the connection? Off an internet connection? Is the computer on board? Is somebody monitoring the security system, like in a center somewhere? What are the emergency service response times going to be like? Fam, if they have manned semi trucks crashing, which Elon has a nice buddy relationship with media. Don't let them fool you because those stories don't necessarily make it out. But they do. Those unmanned trucks that they started rolling out, they have accidents as well. If that happens, what do you think ordinary citizens within the city limits driving around in unmanned cars is going to do? They already hitting on all these tweens on these fuck ass scooters. What is going to happen when we have unmanned Tesla cabs just cruising around at regular speed, 35, 40 miles per hour within the city limits?
Well, a couple things. One, apparently Tesla's like one of the more dangerous companies when it comes to
safety protocols. Absolutely.
And then also, apparently these cyber cabs and some of these other driverless vehicles are having, or specifically from Tesla, are having troubles with roads that have a lot of turns. So like anything with like a curve or, you know, anything with a short turn, they're having huge problems with. So basically you're only going to be able to take a cyber cab on straightaways. Because one slight turn
on country roads.
One slight turn and it's fucked. Or a pothole. God forbid a pothole comes up.
Bro is Justin Hammer. That's what he's Justin Hammer.
It's so bad. And then okay, so he's talking about the Robovan, but the only example that he could, that's what he called it, the Robovan. It's not the Robovan, it's the Robovan.
The Robovan.
The example he gave for it was like, oh, sports teams can go ahead and take the Robovan. And it's just like the practical usage is basically nobody, right? Because the cyber cab can only take 2 people, right? It can't take 4, it only has 2 seats. But then the Robovan has like 20 seats. Everybody in between.
There's nothing in between. It's either the Robovan or the cab.
What
you
are
either
you
hop in
doing?
here. This either becomes your new public transportation and you share this bitch with everybody else, or you pony up and you pay supreme price to pay with you and another person.
Or you book multiple cyber cabs.
Or cyber cabs. Yeah, sounds like payola.
It's either cyber cab or a party bus that looks like a toaster.
A discount sprinter van that takes you from point A to point B.
And he keeps telling people, "Oh, it's right around the corner. We're going to get this done in 2026." Fam, you've been saying this for like 15 years now.
Like,
hang it up.
I just there's some. First of all, I don't even like the self-driving features in cars that you drive yourself.
Facts.
Let alone having a completely unmanned. Like, even if I wanted to take control of it and get myself out of danger, I couldn't. How does that help? What does that help? Who does that help? You put more people out of work. It's sure to be more expensive going your way than even what Uber is, because you don't have to pay people. You're just going to be hoarding more of the profit. No,
it's fine. The Uber drivers may lose their job, but they can own a fleet.
What?
It'll be perfectly fine.
What problem are you solving by doing this? Number one,
absolutely nothing.
Is it truly innovation if you're creating something new and it just causes more problems?
No. You're really causing chaos, not innovation.
Yeah.
And then the robots, bro. He said something on the lines of like, it can watch your kid. Dog, I am not sticking around while the robot holds my baby and then crushes its skull.
I see why him and Amber Heard was kicking it together. I see why they was, they was like this, simpatico.
And you should see why he's hanging out with Trump and jumping for joy on stage with Trump, because he's hoping that Trump will help bail out his company and solve some of these regulations in California and Texas or wherever the fuck he's going to be. I fucking hate Elon Musk. He's so trash. Fix Twitter. What's next? Self-flying planes at airlines.
That sounds like a great idea. Let's just do it. Unmanned planes. We need to cut some of these pilots. We got too many pilots.
I heard a story about a pilot died and they still landed the plane. I wish I could find it.
The pilot that died landed it
mid-flight. No, somebody else had to land it. But the pilot died mid-flight, and so
they have a co-pilot. They got somebody else that can land a plane.
That's still crazy. If my pilot dies mid-flight, bro, I'm tripping out.
I hope they was on autopilot when he did it.
Yep.
You imagine?
Yeah.
Yep, we're coming in at 30,000 feet. We got about 20 more minutes. Look.
Dog.
Everybody in the back is like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What did he just say? What happened to him?
I'm freaking out. I'm ending up on a no-fly list after that. That's how bad I'm freaking out.
Surely gonna have
Actually,
a
no,
move
I don't
of
want
some
that.
sort.
Yeah, that's it. The other one is just it's too much.
It's too much.
And actually, it's too much considering it's in the same vein as the rest of them, and I don't know that much about it. It's that have you seen the talks on Twitter about this Gucci third leg situation where apparently it's this OnlyFans prawn star who's like burning half of the industry or some shit.
Ew. No,
It's
that's what the niggas get. They're always over there sharing poom poom. Niggas love to fuck behind each other.
yeah, and then
kind of what they get.
There's a clip of him saying he's had like over 3,000, like his body count's over 3,000 or some shit, and it's just like,
oh, it's a dude.
It's a dude, yeah, but he's burning women who are
Yucky.
obviously how that works. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a BDR.
Yeah.
That is a BDR.
But yeah,
Well,
it's still
well,
in the same vein. It's still depressing, so I'm good. I'll
you
leave
can leave
it
that
alone.
one alone.
I'll leave it alone.
But if you guys had any other dubs and nails that we missed, put them in the chat below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We're here every Sunday to do dubs and nails and behind the cape. Come back next Sunday. We'll be right here.
Facts. Make sure you make sure you subscribe, like he said, because we'll be doing W's and L's every Wednesday at 10. And make sure you check out our playlist full of previous W's and L's where we talk about stuff that happened in previous weeks before. So make sure you check that out.
Peace. Chillmonger, Tony Robinson, everybody. Appreciate y'all.
Breck Warren, Mo Fly, Connoisseurs, the usual suspects. Shout out to all y'all. Ora tried to sneak in some Ohio State comments, but we not even talking about that. Felix.
Yikes.
All right, yeah. Shout out to all
Boy
y'all.
took a knee. He was like, hold on, I'm gonna run a little bit. I'm gonna just try to take this knee real quick, and then we can get. Oh, I only had 6 seconds. Darn.
So, anyways, it's been real, y'all. Shout out to all y'all. Make sure y'all check out Monday's video at 10 o'clock. The Penguin. We actually do episodes 1 through 3. So make sure y'all check that out at 10 o'clock like normal. Anything else you want to say?
That's it. Peace.
All right. Peace.